Subeg.
Yo, what's up? Oh,
Mic check.
mic check. Need to unzoom that shit, bro. Color reverse ISO.
That's good. All right. What it do, what it don't, what it is, and what it ain't. It's your boy, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka Founder number 7. And this is Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast, episode 61, probably. That sounds right.
I think so, yeah.
And of course, I'm here with Subagels, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka the Avatar, aka what you got for me today?
AKA on Team Red.
Man,
Yes,
it's Team
sir.
Green over here because unless we talking about
Nah,
Team
man. Nintendo's
unless
Team Red
yeah,
too.
I was about to say unless we talking about Nintendo Team Red.
You know, AMD actually bid on like the Switch 2, like being like the company that powers it, but Nintendo ultimately obviously went with Nvidia.
Yeah, because Nvidia had the better mobile tech.
You know, it's more expensive for them too, right? Like them choosing Nvidia is more expensive for them, but it's a trade-off for sure because Nvidia's chips are really efficient, you know, so like AMD's chips still like they're good, they're getting there, but like efficiency wise, they still like you still need more like to you still need more watts to power it pretty much to get like the same results on the other side, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that was a fucking tangent.
Yeah, I'll always be AMD when it comes to the CPUs. I don't know if I'll ever jump to AMD GPUs.
Have you ever tried one?
Yes, I started off on AMD.
Which one was it?
It was the R9 290X. Oh, it was an OG. It was a
Okay,
it was
yeah,
a tri-fan.
I understand
it was
why
by
you
Sapphire. It was the cheapest thing I could get when I was building my PC. That was still pretty decent.
you want to know the recommended gaming resolutions on Tech Power Up? 1600 by 900. That's the recommended gaming resolution for this.
That was my 2013, 2014 build or whatever. Whenever I built my first PC.
Yeah, see, I understand why you never went back to AMD because I feel like I've watched some videos on YouTube and I've seen like people that have started on AMD and they switched to Nvidia and they're like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna go back to AMD. It's funny, but that shit was hella loud.
See, I was expecting after the Ryzen CPUs and then they went with their new GPUs, I was expecting them to be the GPUs to be as good as their CPUs.
I think they're starting to get there. I think they're because the 9070 XT is really good because that's the GPU I have now, obviously. But what's it called? Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I stress tested it already on a couple shit, and again, I mean, I guess I could talk about that later when we talk about what we're playing. But I'm good though. I'm good. I'm chilling. I don't think I got to talk about Flogna, the thing that happened, the non-Flogna.
Yeah.
but yeah, I did end up not going to Flogna because he ended up postponing it. So
actually, I think you did. The week.
I think
last
that was.
week
Yeah.
or maybe it was when you were going. I can't remember.
Yeah, but I ended up not going because he postponed it. So I ended up just having fun in LA and shit like that. But since then, I've been playing hella shit, like uh, just everything I could like even on like PlayStation, on Xbox, and on the PC. Like I just been playing everything. But yeah, man, I'm chilling. How are you doing today, bro? I know I'm kind of late. I apologize.
Nah, you good. Actually, did you do anything for Thanksgiving? Anything?
Oh, nah, I ended up just staying home. We had some food, or me and my girl, we went out to eat at a restaurant that was open, and it was pretty good. But outside of that, we just stayed at home. We chilled. We didn't get anything to make any Thanksgiving food, and my sister didn't do anything either, so couldn't go over there. So I was just kind of like, whatever, I'll just chill. But you did stuff, right? It was your girl's birthday the day before.
Yeah.
My mom's birthday is that same day.
Well, 2 days before, but
2 days on the
6.
26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my mom's birthday.
Okay. Was that the day before? I guess it was. Yeah, I'm tripping. So yeah, happy birthday to your mom as well.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank you.
yeah, so we celebrated her birthday. We went out to eat for her birthday, and then on Thanksgiving we just made a stew because we just did not feel like doing the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But that was because we were literally moving out of our apartment into our new apartment the next day, and it just wouldn't make sense to just go all out right before and then have to move all the shit.
Yeah.
So we just did a stew. It came out really good though. But other than that, literally was just preparing for the move on Thanksgiving, moving on or the day after, and then we just been moving stuff back and forth ever since. Just taking our time with it because we have the apartment the old apartment until next week, so we just taking things one by one, clearing out all the boxes, and then
Oh yeah, you moved.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
And the new apartment is pretty nice so far. Although our fucking apartment management was ghetto as fuck when we got here. They didn't finish fixing the apartment in time, so
Wow.
there's still like
That's hella
repairs. Like we have maintenance coming through and shit. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
y'all ghetto as hell for not having this shit ready by the time we moved in, but it is what it is, I guess.
That's hilarious.
Other than that though, just been so busy doing this movie shit that I've not been able to game as much as I'd like. But I got some gaming in though. Can't say I didn't, but yeah, man, just been chilling and working.
It's good, bro.
But with that, let's get into some gaming. I'll let you start. What you been playing? I need to turn down this heater. Hold on.
No, you're good. I'm still playing the sames for the most part. So still a lot of Ghost Yote. I'm actually having so much fun playing it. I was thinking to my friends the other day. We were just talking about what we've been playing and all that stuff. And I was just like, it's just nice to just enjoy the games that we spend like our hard-earned money on, and like enjoy just being in the worlds and stuff like that. So just been trying to really enjoy all the shit that I've been playing instead of trying to rush and beat them and like, you know, get to the conversation. Like I just been enjoying it. But still a lot of Ghost Yote. I think I got the last weapon, but I'm still taking it so slowly. I'm in the Ishikari Plains. That's like the second or the third area, I guess you can go off to after the first area. But playing that, loving the combat. I turned off Mike mode because I feel like I feel like it made the camera like way too close, but I really liked how it made like all the effects like super extra, like the blood and the mud and the leaves and all that. Like it just dialed up all those effects, but I just didn't like how like close in it made the camera. So I turned that off, and it definitely made the camera pan out a little bit more. So there's that. I got Puyo. I got so many games on Black Friday. I guess that's the main thing that I did was I went deal shopping for games. The main places I got deals at was Walmart this time around. Walmart had the fucking deals. They had literally like half off or more than half off on like everything. So I caught Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on the Switch. It's a game key card. So that's my first game key card that I have. But it's my first time playing a Puyo Puyo game, which is cool.
I
I've
beg
played
your
Tetris.
pardon.
I know. A lot of firsts, bro. That's the main thing that I feel like I started this back in like maybe 2023. I was like, let me just try to play as many genres as I can play, you know. You can walk around here if you want. But yeah, just picking up everything. You don't like Tetris?
I hate Tetris, but I love
Dude, it's
Puyo
hard.
Puyo.
I'm really bad at Tetris. I'm better at Puyo Puyo. I'm way better at Puyo Puyo,
Yes.
which is weird.
Actually, so I mean, I grew up with both, but it wasn't called Puyo Puyo over here. It was, if you had a Nintendo, you had Kirby's Avalanche.
Okay.
And then if you had Sega, you had, what is it called? Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine or something like that. Okay. And those were like the licensed Puyo Puyo games with Sonic and Kirby. But I grew up on Kirby's Avalanche way more than I grew up on Tetris. And the other one I played was Tetris Attack, which was another, it's called like Don Depon, I think it's called in Japan. That's like the actual name, but it was called Tetris Attack over here. But it plays nothing like Tetris. But I preferred that over the actual Tetris as well. Like those two were like my puzzle games back in the day.
Yeah, like I never really play Tetris, so like now when I'm playing it, I'm really bad at it, so I'm still learning. But I don't know why the Puyo Puyo side's like just a little easier. Maybe it's because like how they like stick together and stuff like that. Maybe that's what it does for me. But yeah, the Tetris side is definitely a lot harder. I literally just learned the other day, like if you like hold the up on the D-pad, you can like make the piece like instantly go down.
Yeah.
So I was literally like, I was pressing down on the D-pad, forcing it to go down hella fast. But I was like, this is way faster, and I'm like getting way more points, and that was making me do the beat those like Tetris levels way easier, which was nice. But so yeah, I got that on the Switch too, which is good. I mean, I'm sure it uses all the capabilities of the console. I'm sure it's like 60 FPS, 4K,
120 frames, most extensive game on the console.
Yeah, exactly. Especially being a game key card. But yeah, man, I'm still using that thing a lot. I'm still using the Switch 2 a lot. I'm playing so much. Kirby Air Riders, playing a lot of that.
Yes,
I'm doing the story mode. I think I'm like level like 90 something. I think my Kirby's up there now. Still using the regular star. Haven't really gravitated towards a different vehicle yet. But yeah, it's funny because it's like they say it's like one button. It's like a one button game. Hell yeah, dude! The Sonic Racing Crossworld Switch 2 comes out tomorrow, huh? Alongside Metroid Prime.
I got a new case.
Hey, dude, that actually hella looks like my case. See if it shows.
You got that D brand, or no? You got the Attack Vector.
I got the Genki, bruh.
Yeah. Nah.
Dude, you see how there's the ring right here?
Yeah.
It came with the little charger. They gave me a little where is it? It gave me a little charger pack. Bro, I can just stick that shit onto the back of that. It's actually sick. See? And now there's a little charger pack on there.
That's what's up.
Magnets. I know, dude. Genki actually cooked with their accessories.
Yeah,
All the accessories that I've used for the Switch 2, they're all hella good.
yeah.
Like,
This
straight up.
is Spigen. It's a very
Spigen? That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Spigen's
That's
a good
like a
brand.
brand I always use on my phones. And
Yeah, I used to buy a lot of Spigen iPhone cases, bro.
yeah, so
back in the day.
they had a case that was on sale for $15 for Black Friday / Cyber Monday. I was like, you know what? I don't really like the current case I got that much. Let me just pick this up, and I'm in love with it.
That's good, man.
It feels
That's good.
premium as fuck, and
yeah,
it just feels good to hold.
It's awesome. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been loving playing the Switch. I wish it had the app support now.
YouTube and everything.
Yeah, YouTube, all the anime stuff. Wait, hold on one second.
Yeah, I can definitely agree on that. I don't understand why the apps weren't compatible. Like, it's fucking apps. It don't make sense to me, but hopefully they come sooner rather than later.
I think they'll come. I think YouTube will come this month. I'm pretty sure they said it'll come out by the end of the year or maybe early next year. But yeah, man, it's just so weird that. But I guess I understand because they're locking down on like console, you know. But what's it called? So playing a lot of console stuff. Not playing a lot on the Xbox, but I did. What did I boot up on there? I think I booted up. I think it was Ninja Gaiden 4 just to like check it out on there. Ran well. I might have talked about this already though. I don't remember. Has it been 2 weeks since we've done the pod?
Yep, 2 weeks.
Damn. So maybe I didn't talk about it. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4, it's sick. I'm not trying to play it too much, even though I have it installed on this PC too, which is hilarious. But it was weird because I booted it up last night on the PC and it didn't launch in full screen. It launched in like a weird ass aspect ratio, and then I looked it up on Google and a lot of people were saying like the newest patch like did that. So I don't know what's going on with the game on PC now, but it was running good on it, but I only played it for like 5 or 10 minutes, and on console I only played it for like probably like 15-20. But yeah, a lot of stuff on the PlayStation. I'm gonna play the Tokon beta number 2, I think it is, or alpha number 2. I think that's going on this week because my the Tokon app on the PlayStation updated, so I think I'm good to go there. On PC, I actually played a wide gamut of games. I played a little bit of Dragon's Dogma 2 to test it out. I played some Katana. Now that's obviously not going to test it out, but I just wanted to play it. Tried out Neo: The World's End with You finally, even though I wanted to try it out on the Steam Deck. I ended up just trying it out on the PC. That game's actually really sick. I didn't expect character action combat in that game, to be honest, but you kind of get it. But it obviously isn't a stress test for the PC because it just ran straight at just 120 4K, like a target lock. I tried Outer Worlds 2 on the PC as my like Unreal Engine 5 test. I did 2, I guess, because I also tested Fortnite, but it ran really good, honestly. I put it to high settings. I put ray tracing on. I had TSR on, I think, because I either had TSR or FSR on because I've been trying to use both of them. Now that I have a card that it like works well in like rasterization, not just upscaling. I guess I can try TSR now, but it ran really good. It ran at 4K at like almost 80 frames. It was almost hitting that 100. It was like reaching there, but especially when I get into like a town or if there's a lot of NPCs or a lot of enemies, it definitely drops in like the 80s. But I think the lowest I seen was like a high 70, which is good. The 1% lows are great. No, like pretty much no stutters, which is good for Unreal Engine 5. And I didn't expect it from a Radeon card. I thought that UE5 ran better on NVIDIA, but you know, the whole architectural jump and like being on being on AM5, DDR5, having that RAM probably also affects the game performance too, in a sense. So it's just nice testing out a lot of these games on this. And and the last game that I played on it was Fortnite. And got to check out the newest season. So they took out the bus driver, which is an interesting. Yeah, that's you definitely got to pay respects. I think it's down on the D-pad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely pay your respects. But it's sick how it does it now. You're surfboarding in, which is super cool, and then it like launches you up, and then you can pick the spot that you want to land at. It also just ran fucking amazing. I don't turn on like Nanite and Lumen on I don't think I turn on Lumen actually. I think I just turned on Nanite this time, but I usually don't have either of those on when I play it on my other PC. But I was like, fuck it, let me see how it works. So I turned on like Nanite, I turned on like all that like extra feature shit, and it was locked. It was like literally locked to 120. It was like no dips, and it was so smooth, and it looked really good too. And for Fortnite, I had TSR on because Fortnite doesn't have FSR option on, at least on the Xbox app, because that's where I downloaded it. But yeah, man, it's been awesome. It's been awesome being on the newer platform. I'm glad I did it now, honestly, because it's bad. Especially going forward, it's going to be even worse, because it's like all these AI companies are buying up all the fucking VRAM, or not the VRAM, they're buying up all the RAM. It doesn't matter what kind of RAM it is. Exactly. It doesn't matter what kind of RAM it is. But yeah, man, that's really all I've been playing. I have a couple more games I want to test out. Like, I tested out Cyberpunk as well. Did really well, honestly.
Path tracing?
I didn't do it with path tracing. I did it with ray tracing though. So I had ray tracing.
You gotta do that path tracing. That's the real test.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I don't even play path tracing on with the other card. I just play on regular. I think did AC Shadows have path tracing?
I actually don't know.
I don't think. Okay, so if that didn't, I need to test out AC Shadows. That would be a cool test too. But I feel like with path tracing, I would have probably got like 30, 40 frames. But with just the regular ray tracing, I was in 4K. I think I was on like ultra settings with ray tracing on. I turned all like the toggles on. And then I put the like where it said like ray trace lighting, I set that toggle to medium. I was getting like 70, 80 frames. It was good. I had FSR because that's one of the games that has FSR 4, so that was a nice test to see like how FSR worked. Crowd density on high, the highest it had. It was good. I care mainly about like the 1% lows, you know, like the drops. Like, and it wasn't going like down. It was staying steady. Like no matter what, and honestly, the more I played it, the better it got. Like the more stable it ran, which was good. But yeah, I got to test Spider-Man on it. I'll test the ray tracing on that. I got Days Gone as well, so I got to test that on it. And then I'm sure that there's a couple of games on Game Pass I can test out too. But that's really it for now. A lot of just a wide assortment of shit. I didn't really stick with anything for too long, but I tried a lot of stuff.
That's what's up. All right.
As Fortnite.
For myself. Actually, I forgot to talk about something that happened. So while I was moving and I set my PC back up.
Yeah.
I've been having issues with this SSD that I have for a while. It'll just like randomly disconnect and reconnect, and certain things like if I'm moving big files or downloading big files, it'll just disconnect while I'm in the middle of downloading it. It was a bunch of fuckery. And when I was moving my PC, I was setting it back up. When I turned everything back on, it just decided not to work anymore. And I was like, I can do the whole recovery, try to get data off of it. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. Like, I'll just lose all the games that I have downloaded. I can re-download them at any time. It's okay. But what I forgot is that I had my FL Studio and all of my music on there and all the projects that I had, and I didn't back them up. And I lost everything. I was so pissed when I realized that. Which is why the music isn't different. I only have the one song right now. But yeah, that was some bullshit. I was so pissed. But other than that, though, everything else was fine setting up. Which usually I have some kind of issue when I'm starting, when I put my PC back together, like when I first moved to here. I was like, man, I don't know what the fuck's wrong, bro. Huh?
That tweaking toward gaming,
exactly. Bro. I was like, bro, what the fuck going on? It's not even booting up. And then I realized I had the fucking DisplayPort in the wrong one. It wasn't connected to the actual graphics card. It was connected to the motherboard. It wasn't doing shit. But yeah. As for what I've been playing, as you can see on the screen, that Fortnite Chapter 7 or Season 7, whatever. I think it's Chapter 7. This has been one of my favorite seasons in a while.
Bro, I feel like you say that like every like 3 seasons.
No. I would say like the last few, especially like the Simpsons one. I forgot what was before that. They were all right, but like it's been a while since I've had that, like the Wrecked season, the Gods and Monsters season. Those were like the last 2 that was just like A1.
There was that the Avatar stuff. That was fucking
fun
Avatar.
The Avatar season was dope as hell.
That was pretty recent, no? That was like I feel like that was like 2 or 3 seasons
like
ago.
7-8 seasons ago, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it was like last year.
Oh damn. My shit is cooked, bro.
So yeah, man. So it's been a while since I just been like really vibing with the season, but when that event that they had to start off the season, that shit was on some Avenger shit. We had the whole squad assembled: K-pop Demon Hunters, Optimus Prime, Godzilla and Kong, fucking Hatsune Miku. Bro, they did the meme with Hatsune Miku doing the Miku beam on top of Godzilla doing the God Ray. That shit was fucking dope.
That's funny.
They had the Power Rangers show up. They had the Marvel characters show up. DC characters showed up. It was Invincible characters showed up. Like that shit was dope as hell.
Awesome.
And yeah, now we're in the best coast, the West Coast, Battlewood, and
hell yeah,
the map is pretty dope.
Baby.
They've changed animations, like the down animations, and there's so many new things, and then so many things that I've like complained about and asked for they've added it. Including self-revive, because every fucking battle royale in the world has a self-revive except for Fortnite, and now here we are, self-revives are here. That shit is fun as hell. You can now roll.
You need something for it? Do you need something for it?
You just gotta pick up the item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
once you have the item, then you'll be able to self-revive, as long as they don't kill you while you're downed. It still takes the same amount of time to revive. But yeah, that shit's cool. When you're down, you can roll, and they also added physics, so, or at least to your character while they're down. You have physics. So if you die and you're on a slope, you will literally roll down the hill.
Oh, that's sick.
Like, you'll just keep on rolling until you hit a flat surface. That shit is so hilarious.
That's that Halo, bruh.
And like, if someone hits you with a car or something, you'll like ragdoll. That shit is
That's sick,
hilarious.
Dude. Hell yeah, dude.
But
Awesome.
now they also have drivable reboot vans. So you can literally drive, like, you can get into a reboot van. And then, like,
Cool.
if someone, like, say you're trying to reboot and you see somebody pulling up on you, they're trying to shoot you, like, hell nah, get in the van, drive off, and then find a safer location. You can also throw a partner into the, like, if someone's down, you can throw them into the back of the van and then just drive off with them. So yeah, they've added some crazy shit. Like, there's no battle bus, and because you're on this like tsunami wave, instead of the battle bus, you can't you can't, what's it called, you can't get into the middle of the map anymore. So like you have to basically you gotta survive and try to make it to the middle of the map, because that's where all the good loot is now. So yeah, also like the Kill Bill, the Bride sword, like, that weapon is pretty OP. But yeah, I'm enjoying a lot of what they got going on with this season. That fucking Kill Bill Lost Chapter movie that they did with Quentin Tarantino was fucking dope. I mean, I guess it wasn't a movie. It was like a little
movie there.
Yeah, like, literally he animated a lost scene of Kill Bill featuring the Bride and Yuki, and that shit just made me want an animated Kill Bill movie so bad, because that shit was so A1. But like, it was funny because he like implemented Fortnite into it as well. Like, it was like, okay, it's Kill Bill, but like, you see like Lil Whip and Jonesy and Peely and all these characters like popping up throughout the whole thing. Yeah. But for the most part, it still keeps the Kill Bill vibe. And also there was cussing, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Fortnite allowed this shit?
Oh wow.
Like,
yeah,
it was like
family friendly shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I thought it was a T-rated game, or I guess like E. I don't even know. But like, Yuki was just like, you fucking bitch. I was like, whoa. So yeah, but it was like a 5-minute, 6-minute short. I played it at the beginning of the episode, but that shit was pretty fucking dope. So Quentin Tarantino directing a fucking movie in Fortnite. Did not have that on my 2025 bingo card, but here we are. Fortnite showing multiple times now why they are the live service GOAT, and probably will not be dethroned.
Remember when I was saying that they should be making movies in these engines?
Oh yeah,
like fucking, like,
and not
keep
only
doing
for
that
effects,
shit,
but
dude.
like actually making movies in the engine.
Yeah, dude. Like, bro, Kojima, just do it, man.
Wasn't
Just
Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive made in the Lumen engine, or not Lumen? What was it called? Luminous engine?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can look that up. Was FF Kingsglaive made in a game engine? Nah.
No.
Nah, it's full CG animated.
Okay. But yeah, so that's Fortnite. Obviously I've been on Kirby Air Riders, and I actually finished Road Trip yesterday.
Like, yeah.
So I finished Road Trip. I was recording it, and then once I got to the last level, I was like, let me just stop recording this before I spoil people on the podcast of the ending. But there just like every Sakurai game and every Kirby game, there is a there's a real ending, a true ending, but you have to collect all of the rides. You have to collect every single ride in Road Trip. So you have to do the New Game Plus and just try to collect all of the rides to be able to unlock the real ending. But I've talked about the beta, and in the beta we got to try the regular air ride and we got to try City Trial. But now with Road Trip and Top Race, which is the other mode that was that we didn't get to try out, I can safely say this is one of the most complete kart racers, or I don't even like calling it a kart racer anymore, honestly.
It's like a fucking arcade game, honestly.
Yeah, like it's
like a party game. Yeah. Like it's literally like one of the
I always say it's closer to Smash than it is to Mario Kart in a sense.
Yeah.
But bro, he cooked as usual. Like I don't know how anyone would expect Sakurai not to go all out, but he went all out. The fucking Top Ride cutscenes are so A1, and it's like, oh, you're just getting like this exposition like randomly throughout the story, but then it all comes together at the end, and you get that final cutscene that explains why they're going through all of these expositions about Tora, I think that's the name. I forgot the name of the Gigantus, but like the soul was called like Tora or something that was trapped. But you get all of this exposition, and then it's like, okay, where's this leading? And then you get that finale at the end of like, oh, and then like you get the reasoning behind a certain character and everything. Is like, oh shit. I was like, hey, okay, this was worth the wait. Like, obviously, narrative wise, it's not like the fucking greatest shit ever, but like I loved the story behind it. I loved how the reveal at the end, you get that satisfaction at the end where it's like, oh shit, that's what happened. Like, and then the final boss fight was pretty dope. Although I've seen the actual final boss fight online, so that's why I definitely want to beat the game on a New Game Plus and get all the rides, because I really want to experience that last one, because he basically brought back a boss fight. He basically like remade a boss fight from Kirby Superstar into Kirby Air Riders, and it was one of the biggest like boss fights of Superstar in the Milky Way Wishes story mode. Like once I saw that, I was like, bro, I can't believe he brought this shit back. I have to play this shit. But yeah, this game is fucking packed with shit to do. Like the Top Ride was definitely shorter than World of Light, because World of Light was just too fucking long. I once I realized
that was from Smash Bros, right?
Yeah,
Ultimate?
Smash Ultimate had that. Bro, I was so mad. Yeah. When I was playing World of Light, and like I was at the point where I was really like, okay, I just need to finish this shit, because I'm like done. I'm not having fun anymore. Is like I got over it, right? Yeah. And then I beat the final boss. I'm like, all right, it's fucking over. This motherfucker Sakurai said, haha, you thought. But that was just part one of World of Light. Now you get a whole new map to do this shit all over again. I turned that fucking game off so fast when I found out that this motherfucker wanted me to do this for another 40 hours or so. I was like, yeah, you got me so fucked up, Sakurai. So I'm glad that this one was shorter. It's about 10.
You got me fucked up.
It's like 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
What was your level at the end? For your Kirby or whatever character? Or do they let you change the characters? They do, right?
Yeah, you can. I don't think you can change it once you start, but you pick your character at the beginning.
Got it.
But I was like 120, 130 something. I don't actually know.
Oh, so I'm almost done then.
Yeah. It's 10 stages in all. And then 10 stages and then the boss stage. But yeah. Man, top right, or man. Sorry, not top right. The story mode, road trip. Well worth it. High quality single player. For sure. City
showed
Trials.
That off in the second direct, right?
Yeah. City Trial is still the mode that I always go to when it comes to playing multiplayer, like online or just single player. Yeah. I do not air ride unless it's a part of road trip, or I'm playing City Trial and then I get the race at the end. I do not do air ride at all, which is why I really don't like calling it a kart racer, because I try my best to do no kart racing unless my build is just built for racing and I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta do the race. But City Trial is so hectic when you first start. It's like you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're just kind of letting shit happen. Yeah. But then once you get an understanding and you wrap your head around it and you know what you're doing, it's like, okay, yeah, I see it. The vision is there. It's crazy. But this is one of my favorite games of the year, 100%. Yeah. I've been playing it nonstop, as much as I can. Like literally, whenever I have any free time between moving and all that, I always.
It's literally a perfect Switch 2 game.
Oh yeah. Like, he put just as much passion into this game as he puts into Smash Bros. Like, that's why.
Bro, I felt that about Kid Icarus too.
Bro, and Kid Icarus is still one of my favorite games, in a game I need him to remake, or I guess not him. It don't need to be.
Imagine that's his next game. He's like, nah, Nintendo, big Miyamoto, I'm good.
Hey, it's gonna take him. If it took him like how many years? It took him like 3 years to make this. It's gonna take him 1 year to do a up-res and refresh, like add some new shit on top of Uprising Ultimate, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It'll take him 1 year to get that shit out, and then he can go to Smash Bros. But I need my Uprising, bro. I need that shit to not be on the worst possible platform for that game. I get cramps just thinking about those fucking controls on the 3DS. The thing that pissed me off the most about Kid Icarus Uprising is that he never updated it to support the second analog on the new 3DS. Yeah. Like, I had the new 3DS and I was like, the first game, actually the second game, because the first game I played on my new 3DS was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. But the second game, I said, I cannot wait to fucking play Kid Icarus Uprising and not have to deal with that shit, that bullshit ass touchscreen. And then I got on that shit and it wasn't even updated. You couldn't even use it. I was so mad. I was like, well, they have to add support for it eventually at some point, right? No, never. Count your days, Sakurai. All right, but Kirby Air Riders, it's a must play. Like, that's Donkey Kong Bonanza and Kirby Air Riders. Those are the two. Until I play Metro Prime 4 tomorrow, those are the two must play Switch 2 games at this point.
That Metroid Prime 4
And Dragon Strife.
Dude, yeah, people forget about that one.
Yeah, they do. I was watching Ask the Developer for that game. It was pretty. They were literally saying that they bought wheelchairs and would like wheelchair around the office just to like understand like how it's supposed to look when they're turning and everything.
That's fire.
So yeah, so that they can get the feel right. That's Nintendo, bro. Nobody would ever put that effort into it. You feel me? And Miles Morales with the deaf girl, nobody was acting deaf. Was she deaf or blind? Actually, I don't remember.
Nah, she was deaf.
Yeah, the deaf girl. Nobody was walking around deaf to get into the even though you don't play as her. But you know what I mean? They was really out here disabling themselves. I'm pretty sure at least 2 of them cut their legs off. It like just to really get into it. They were like, nah.
They cut off their pinky toes.
Yeah, I can't fake that shit, bro. Like if we going all in Mid Seppuku on their fucking legs. And it was just like, I'm living this shit. This is my life now. But speaking of Nintendo, on Lords of Gaming, I put out top 25 most essential Nintendo games of all time article, because Chris Jones put out a top 10 best Nintendo games of all time, and I took offense to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to set the record straight. Nah, shout out to Chris Jones. His list was dope, but I did top 25 most essential because when like seeing his list, I couldn't argue with anything, but I also hated it because it was literally all Zelda and all Mario. But I also can't argue that yes, the top 10 games ever made by Nintendo are arguably like 5 Zelda games and 5 Mario games. That's literally, and then you can he threw in Super Metroid as like the literally the only other game. I'm like, I can't argue that, but also I don't want to see a list that's literally just Mario and Zelda either. So I was like, okay, the most essential games, so that it's like if you play Ocarina of Time, it's not essential that you play a Majora's Mask or even a Twilight Princess, or like you get it in Ocarina of Time.
I guess, yeah. Sure.
Same thing with like
you get the formula,
yeah. Like same thing with Mario. It's like you play Mario 64, and I say you don't like the next games until Galaxy. You can get away like Sunshine, or I guess there's only one game in between. Like you get the gist of Sunshine, kind of, but I wouldn't call Sunshine essential. But yeah, like just so that there's more variety instead of, because I could also put like, oh yeah, let me put Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. I'm like, no, you don't need to have both of these in the list. Like Breath of the Wild is the essential one. You're gonna, same thing with like Xenoblade. Like I would like, if I'm gonna put one Xenoblade, I'm definitely putting all 4 Xenoblades in the best list, because they're like equally good. So yeah, but I basically go into like what made them like stand out in their era and why they're like essential Nintendo titles and all of that. But yeah, that was an article I was working on for like ever since I saw that C-Unit article. I was like, hell nah, I gotta get this shit out. So I was working on it like for a week and a half or 2 weeks. But yeah, but that's what I had going on in Lords of Gaming. So I don't know what came like what brought this on. Actually, I know exactly what brought this on. I saw a tweet of Blur. Do you remember the game Blur?
The racing game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that game.
So I saw like a clip online on Twitter, and I was like, bro, this game was my shit.
That game was fun. Yeah,
I never owned the game, but there was a demo. It was one of those like perpetual demos that you could play online. And I would always play that demo. You only had like the choice of like 2 cars, and I would just play that demo like it was nothing. And that's probably why the game did not sell, because the demo was just that good that you like, why would I buy the game when I can play the game as much as I want online forever? And just keep on playing the online mode against new players. Like, I had no reason to buy the game. But then it was like, damn, I really want to play this game again, because I never actually got to experience the full game. So I got Blur on my PC. By the way,
still up, huh?
No. This game is not available on any storefronts. So don't,
I see. I got you.
You can use your imagination from there. But they have servers, fan servers that are up and working. They've also updated the game to run on modern hardware. Like, fans have just been updating the game and keeping it alive. That's so cool. I downloaded all of that, and I jumped on, and yeah, bro, this game was, I don't understand. Like, unless it really was that demo really was just enough for people, and that demo really fucked them over, because when I played this shit, I was like, bro, how did this game fail? I don't, like, this game was Burnout mixed with Mario Kart. It felt fast. It looked really good. It still looks good to this day. And I'm over here like, how could this game have failed? The game was way too good, bro. But I was playing it, and it just brought back all those memories. I was like, yeah, we need more games like this. Like, this game does not exist today. Why is that? We won't have anything like this. Recreation was supposed to be the next Burnout. That game ended up being ass. So mad about that. But we need that energy back in gaming. But if you wanna know how to get Blur, if you got a PC, hit me up. I got you. Oh, okay. So I actually got to play a playtest of a game that was one of our on the radars a while ago.
Okay.
Called Out of Action. And it was that first person shooter with the like cell shaded art style, but it had that crazy movement system where you're like diving and sliding and like.
Oh yeah, okay. I just looked. Yeah.
So they had a playtest up on Steam. I was like, oh, hold on, let me try this shit out, bro. First off, I am absolute garbage at this game. Like, I am doo-doo butter at this game.
I'm assuming keyboard and mouse, right?
So at first I started off on keyboard and mouse because there is no controller support, and I almost gave up like 5 minutes in. I was like, you know what? Let me go to the Steam controller settings and see if someone created a viable controller setup, because they have like the profiles for each game, and someone did create a profile that works on controller. So then I used that profile, and it felt like a native controller support. Bro, I was like, oh my god, thank you. thank you, whoever you are who did this, because now it changed everything.
Isn't this the game that kind of like didn't this wasn't this the one that you said like looked like hyenas?
Yeah, it had a lot of hyena energy. RIP to that game. So yeah, this game is close quarters. I think it's like 6v6 is like the max that I've seen. So think Call of Duty style maps. But a lot more indoors and close quarters from the test maps that they've been showing off. There are different objectives that you can play. There was one that was like domination kinda. There was another one that was like King of the Hill. And then there's just like regular team deathmatch, of course. Those are the 3 that I've played so far. But it feels really good to play. Like I sucked at this game so bad, but I kept coming back just because it was just fun to just run around and dive and pull out the sword and try to like slice people. There's different classes. Like there's the ghost class that I'm showing off right now, where you have like a active camo whenever you're not attacking, but once you attack, you get put up, like the camo goes away.
Mm-hmm.
But they have like, that one has like an SMG. Then there's like the Rhino class where you have this shotgun that does a shit ton of damage up close, of course. They have like assault rifle class. But as far
this shit
as
looks so sick, dude.
yeah, and you have different items depending on which one. Like sometimes you'll have a remote mine, sometimes you'll have like C4, other times it'll just be a regular ass grenade. But the fact that this game is developed by one person, a solo developer, and it just plays so smooth and it just feels so good to play. Shout out to him or them or her. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Goku Games Ltd. It's being published and developed by this person.
Yeah, it's straight indie. Not that Expedition 33 indie, that real indie.
But, yeah, or that Dave the Diver indie.
Yeah, definitely not that Dave the Diver indie. But bro, I'm rooting for this game. I'm rooting for the developer. Like I said, I'm sorry for everyone watching this gameplay, because I want to show y'all how good the game is, but I'm just so ass at this game that I'm not showing y'all shit. Like I'm showing y'all myself getting murked off like every 5 seconds. But yeah, out of action. And then I went to Call of Duty and I was like, yeah, bro, y'all gotta step it up.
You went to the game that's developed by fucking 5,000 people and fucking Gen AI, and you're like, that one developer is cooking y'all.
I was like, y'all gotta step it up, bro. But Call of Duty still Call of Duty. I still be getting on it. Shout out Game Pass. That's all I gotta say. I did get back on Outer Worlds 2. Kind of just randomly. I was like, I really just want to play this game, even though I have too much on my plate, and I know I'm never gonna be able to like get into it right now. But when I like, ever since I played that first bit, I just been like, man, I really want to play this fucking game right now. So I got back on. I've just played like another 30 minutes. I've been doing a lot of stealthing with the little shock baton. That's been a lot of fun. I got to the actual opening where some shit goes down and then you wake up like, what was it, 10 years in the future or something like that. And yeah, that shit was dope. I love the opening sequence, but I don't really have much else to say because that was literally all that I've played. But even this, like the little bits that I've played, I'm just like, man, I know I'm gonna love this game when I really sink my teeth into it. Just gotta get the time. Right now, I have to review Kirby. I have another game that I got a code for that I'm gonna review. So it's on the back burner, but eventually I'll get to it. And oh yeah, another game I'm gonna be reviewing is called Hang Time. And this is a roguelike volleyball game. It's made by an indie developer, and this game is really good. It's just missing some things to make it perfect. Like gameplay wise, they got that shit so on point. Like I love the gameplay of this game, but it's just missing a few things that would make it, because it is a roguelite, like the volleyball aspect of it is really good. The roguelite aspect is lacking because the roguelite is a little too light. So some of the things is that the game doesn't give you any kind of permanent upgrades whatsoever. So when you lose, you just start like from scratch every single time.
Yeah.
Which for most roguelikes today, there's always some form of permanent progression so that it's like you never feel like your run was for nothing.
Yeah.
But in this, your run, when you lose, it was for nothing. Everything you did was for nothing. You gain nothing from this experience except experience, I guess. So I don't like that, but I love like how the in-game progression, like the in-run progression works. So you basically play a match and then they'll give you 3 options of like stat boosts. Sometimes it'll be like you'll upgrade jump and spike, or you'll upgrade your spin serve and your I forgot what the other serve is called. Floating serve. Like, or it'll be like you'll double upgrade your bump. Like sometimes it'll just be a single one, but you get a double upgrade for it. And then occasionally they'll have a special one where you'll get 3 upgrades instead of just 2.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go into the next match with your upgrade, and whatever your like build is leaning towards, you'll probably try to use that to your advantage. So if you get something for serves, you'll try to take advantage and make sure that you get some good serves in to get score points. If you're working on spikes, you'll obviously want to do a lot of spiking. Another thing I didn't like is that you are the only attacker. Like your AI partner is only there to serve the ball. He does not help you. Like you can't serve the ball to him and then he spikes it. He never goes for any scores. But also your AI partner is sometimes an idiot and he just lets balls go. Pause.
Yeah.
When he is literally in range to save it. So I didn't like how sometimes I would literally just lose because my AI partner just was not doing shit. And there's really no upgrades to help the AI partner. I would love if there was some kind of upgrade for the partner as well to make him better. But But yeah, this game is still a lot of fun. It just like it feels like it's in early access, but it's not. Like this was the full release, and it doesn't feel like it's a full release. It feels like there's so much more that they could do, and I'm hoping that they will just continue to like upgrade the game, add new power-ups, add new special abilities. Yeah, and then just
looks very simple. Honestly.
Yeah, it's very simple. It feels like old school Newgrounds mini clip, like those browser flash games. That's what it reminds me of. It has that energy. But the gameplay just feels so good that I keep coming back to it. So yeah,
that's cool.
That is everything that I've been playing, I think. Oh, actually, one more. Warhammer Vermintide 2. This is a game that I've come back to a lot. But now it was free on Steam for like a week or so. And that is now the game that me and my girl and our friend Will were playing in co-op. So
nice.
we decided to, or I kind of forced them to download it, and I was like, trust me, bro, y'all are gonna love this one. So once everybody completed the tutorial, we did a round, and my girl was literally like, wait a minute, this is just Left 4 Dead. I was like, exactly. Yep. It's literally fantasy Left 4 Dead. And then she was like, oh, yeah, I love this. So this is going to be our other go-to game outside of Fortnite when we want to do something more cooperative.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
So yeah, Vermintide 2, a classic. Anybody who hasn't played it should play it. It's really good. But yeah. I feel like my girl would love this one. I was thinking Darktide, because Darktide was also like on a pretty deep sale. I was like, nah, she's not gonna like the shooter element as much as she'll like the slashing. She's definitely more into fantasy than like first person shooters and shit.
Yeah,
so I
that
think I made the right
sci-fi
choice.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the cool thing about these games is that they still hold up too, like graphically.
Yeah. Except that my friend Will kept complaining about the fire. He was like, why does the fire look like that? I'm like, bro, it's fire. Like, gave us like when did this game come out? Like 2004? I was like, bitch, this shit does not look like no damn World of Warcraft. That was 2004. So yeah. But Vermintide 2, always a good time. Yeah. I never got really far into it, so hopefully I'll get like deeper into it, get some of the other characters and shit, and really get into it. So yeah. But that is all that I've been playing for sure this time. All right. As usual, took a long time to get through the intro, but you know, it is what it is. So I have one on the radar for today. And that game is Shadow of the Road. And Shadow of the Road is how do I explain this? Why is this off? Why does this happen every time? Hold on. Let's see. There we go. All right, it's good. So this is a Sengoku era or like Edo period Japanese CRPG by Owlcat Games, who also made like the Pathfinder Kingmaker games, Pathfinder Righteous, whatever, Wrath of the Righteous, also Warhammer Rogue Trader. But instead they're going for a Japanese Edo samurai like ninja style game, but with a twist. You are fighting against robots and like these robots that have been attacking. So there's a futuristic element. It has like that past future kind of fusion that's really like aesthetically it looks really cool. But you have that CRPG Baldur's Gate like tactical RPG elements, and there's stealth involved. Like this game looks pretty fucking sick. There's a demo that I have downloaded, but I just did not get a chance to play it. But I'm looking forward to this one a lot. But that's really all I have. Was there any game you wanted to talk about?
Nah, but I'm looking at this game. This game looks cool. I like the aesthetic for sure. I like the time period. It's unique.
Yeah, I've never seen a CRPG set in Edo, Japan, or Japan in general, really. Like, you see a lot of strategy RPGs like Fire Emblem and stuff like that, tactical RPGs, but never a full-on CRPG. So, yeah, I'm most likely I'll play the demo before next week, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. But from what I've seen, it looks pretty fucking dope. It'll be coming out in early 2026, supposedly. But that's on the radar. Let's go ahead and get into the news. Starting with a game called Horses. And why are we talking about a game called Horses? Well, that's because this game has broke the internet and the news, I guess, because it has done something unthinkable. It has done something that no one could have ever imagined would even be possible.
No.
And that is, it has been banned from Steam for being too inappropriate. Now think about this, because I've played some shit on Steam. Okay, I've played some unimaginable shit on Steam, bro. Like I've played some sus ass shit that probably should have been banned on Steam. Steam will let almost anything slide from what I've seen. What did this game do? What did this game do for them to be like, nah, we don't want you. You specifically, we don't want you over here. And Epic also banned the game. So Epic actually approved the game at first, and it was gonna launch on Epic, but then literally the day before release, Epic said, actually, no, you're banned. So that has people talking about this game. It's a horror game, an indie horror game called Horses. I'm actually afraid to even play it. I haven't watched the trailer for it, but now I'm curious and I just want to put it on, but I'm scared to even put it on here.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm watching it right now. This is fucking weird as shit. Yeah, don't put this on, bro. I mean, they do censor out the nudity in the trailer.
So From what I've
Bro,
seen,
what the fuck is this, dude?
so from what I've seen, it has some very strong subject matter.
Hell no.
So there's depictions of abuse, slavery, physical and psychological torture, domestic abuse, SA, wait, what's the word that people use? Unalive, I guess. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
The unaliving, grape, like necrophilia, and
Yeah, this is weird as fuck. What the hell?
so there's been a debate on, but this is the developer's vision. Like, why are you trying to censor his vision? Steam, you let all the other stuff slide. Why stop there? And for me, I'm like, okay, Steam, I understand you. Like, there should always be a point where it's like, okay, this has gone too far. So I'm actually with Steam on this one. But honestly, like,
Yeah, this is definitely taking it too far, bro.
But honestly, it's like, okay, if you really want to play this game, you don't have to play it on Steam. He doesn't have to upload it on Steam. There are so many ways to get this into people's hands that isn't Steam, especially with all the PR that they just got for this game. So if people really wanted this game after seeing it, and I see people literally arguing about like free speech and all this other bullshit, trying to advocate for the game. They're like, I'm gonna buy wherever it launches. I'm gonna be there just to support them for doing this, whatever the fuck they're doing.
It's on itch.
Yeah, Itchy don't got no issues. They'll publish anything on Itchy.
Itchy.
So yeah, supposedly there's like minor nudity, like underage nudity in the game as well, which I'm guessing that is probably the most reason that it's not on Steam. So
Oh hell no.
Yeah, man. And they didn't do like anime games where it's like this is clearly a child, but it also says every character in the game is over 18, and it's like, are you sure about that? They were just like, no, this is a child, and yes, there is nudity. So yeah, if you this is a little too freaky for me. I thought I was freaky, but I guess I'm not there yet. So if any of y'all are
I'm not there yet.
yeah, if y'all are there, y'all on another level than me, Horses might be the game for you. The website, they have a website called horses.wtf. So that is where you can check out Horses if that's what you're into.
That's hella funny.
But I just thought it was crazy to see a game get banned on Steam. I'd never seen that shit before. But you know, it don't matter how you break the record. You broke a record. There you go. You did it. All right, let's get into the next topic. So this has been going viral for a while. The statue that has been teased by Game Awards, and there's been so many guesses. The first one was God of War. Everyone's like, oh, that's the blah 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 from God of War. It's gonna be God of War. And then Cory Barlog himself was like, no, this is not God of War. And you're like, oh. And you're like, oh, it's Diablo 4 DLC. It gotta be Diablo. Look at that. That's obviously Diablo. And then I think it was Jason Schreier who was like, I know what it is, and it's not Diablo 4. And then they were like, but he's like, but it's gonna be something good. And they're like, oh, maybe this is the time we see Elder Scrolls 6. Is it Elder Scrolls? No, it's not Elder Scrolls 6 either.
No.
So, let me put the video on the screen so y'all can see what I'm seeing. So this statue just has this demonic figure, and there's a bunch of demons kind of climbing up this fucking tentacle porn monster. And I don't know what the hell's supposed to be going on here. Like, it has some Doom energy. I can see Diablo for sure. God of War would work here. Elder Scrolls, I don't know where people got Elder Scrolls, because this does not scream Elder Scrolls to me at all. There's a bear in there, and then I think people were like, Baldur's Gate 4? Is that it? I haven't seen Baldur's Gate get debunked yet, but I thought that they weren't doing Baldur's Gate anymore. Larian. Yeah. Unless Heroes of the Coast just said, we're gonna make our own Baldur's Gate 4 without Larian, which, haha. That must be a joke, because ain't no way y'all are gonna top Baldur's Gate 3 without Larian. Like, I don't.
Well, if you think about it, Baldur's Gate, I think both of the first and second Baldur's Gate are like action RPGs, and the third one's like a.
No, they were also CRPGs. There are Baldur's Gate games that are action RPGs.
But I mean, it could be a Baldur's Gate game, but you want me to tell you what I think it is?
What is it?
Or do you have more more guesses or something?
Yeah, so I have no idea what it is actually. I haven't even made any guesses as to it. Like, Baldur's Gate was one of my choices. Like, Baldur's Gate was one of mine. But what do you think it is?
I think this is something to do with Steros.
See, I wanted to. I was also thinking that, but I was like,
because that's not being debunked.
But I'm also would they do all of this for Steros though?
I think so, because I'm pretty sure that game was announced at the Game Awards. No?
Not at the Game Awards.
Where was it announced at?
It was in a state of play.
Oh, gameplay. Oh, no, gameplay review. Announced trailer February 12th, 2025.
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
that was at the start of
February.
That was the first state of play of 2025.
I don't know. It just kind of looks like it, though.
Yeah, it definitely has. That was one of my first.
At the key art. Hold on, let me.
That was one of my first thoughts. But I was like, would they go through all of this effort for Saros? But like, okay, I'm thinking it's an established franchise, just because either established franchise or like a big name. Because people are gonna get disappointed when they go through all of these predictions and shit. Is like, it's Saros. Like,
I'm gonna be like, peak.
Yeah, like me. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, Saros. But like, everybody else will be like, I know y'all didn't just do all of this shit for this game that is not even a known quantity or anything that people would be hyped about, because it's just another Housemarque game. Like, so
don't just say another Housemarque game, man.
Hey man, I love Housemarque, but like,
Housemarque's the GOAT, bruh.
They are amazing. The GOAT. They are my favorite PlayStation studio at this moment. But
I thought Nixus was.
Nixus is my heart. But like, we also got to be real that nobody buys any of their games.
Yeah.
Even though Returnal should PC. Be the 10 million seller and not fucking Horizon Forbidden West or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah. Right now, Baldur's Gate and I want to pull out something like a revival of something old that would match this, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Hexen, Heretic.
Hexen Heretic would be like, it would be dope for the people who know there, but most people are not gonna actually. But if they show some gameplay with it and it's id or what's their name, Raven making it, and it looks dope as hell, hey, that shit, I bet people are gonna be like, oh, hold on, Hexen Heretic. But yeah. We gonna see. December 12th, 11th, whatever date.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, that is the 11th, I think. Yeah, the 11th. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't leak, whatever it is, beforehand. I want it to be a surprise when.
Oh, you know, shit's about to leak.
Sure.
It's probably starting right now, honestly.
I would love for this to actually stay a surprise until the reveal, like the Xbox Series X announcement.
It just opens up and it's like, this is Xbox Magnus.
All right, let's get into our first reveal. It's just a little something, nothing too crazy, and then it's just
Xbox fucking demonic ass fucking gate. Phil Spencer just walks out of it.
This is Xbox
y'all
Magnus.
Thought I was dead.
Look, he comes out, bro. He comes out of that motherfucker. He's like, "This is Xbox Magnus." You know, I heard a lot of y'all talking shit throughout the years, and you know what? I used to be nice, but now I just turned. Xbox is in a demon time era now, and that's what we wanted to show. Cause it's fuck all of y'all. Y'all either gonna buy this shit, or you gonna not buy this shit. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, Phil Spencer, he gonna come out with a fucking with a shiesty, and he just gonna say it's demon time from here on. Like, we not playing no more games with y'all.
Phil with a shiesty.
Yeah, he gonna come out with the shiesty on, and he gonna say it's either get down or lay down at this point. So he's like, all of that shit.
To $49.
He's like, I'm not even trying to hide this shit no more. Like, this is exactly what's happening. It's a stick up, and y'all gonna buy the next Xbox. Y'all gonna subscribe to Game Pass for $50 a month, and y'all gonna like that shit. And if y'all still don't buy it, guess what? We gonna buy PlayStation, because we don't give a fuck anymore. We buying Sony. We buying Sony outright, and then we gonna close them down the next day.
That's funny. Right.
I like this style of tease because it actually has a lot of people engaging with it, and
people think it's Half-Life. People think it's Half-Life related. Some people think it's like Doom. Some people think it's Diablo.
Bro, I want it to be the most unrelated game ever. Like, I literally put it to be
Saros, bro.
Like, I literally put a tweet. I was like, "It's Animal Crossing, bro," and like, I want it to be some shit like that. Just the most out of place game, like out of place character just comes out of that shit, and it's like, what the fuck? Astrobot goes to hell. That's what.
Astrobot goes to hell.
All right, but let's go ahead and move on to our next topic.
Wait, you know that? You remember the fucking Gamage thing from Expedition 33? Wasn't the gate thing didn't that thing kind of look like this?
I do not remember.
Or am I tripping?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Nah, maybe not.
All right, what's the next one? All right, bro, we fucking lost because Eidos Montreal got hit with some more layoffs, which is sad in and of itself. But they were working on a project that we kind of knew that they were working on. We didn't, or I guess I thought Crystal Dynamics was the one working on this, but it seems Eidos Montreal was actually the one who was working on this.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting for this to happen forever because I've played the original and I've tried to go back to it in modern day, and it's definitely, it does not hold up today. So I've been waiting on this remake that has supposedly been in the works for a while, and it seems that I will have to either wait longer or I just got to give it up, because the Legacy of Kain reboot that was in development at Eidos Montreal has been canceled with this round of layoffs. Bro, Legacy of Kain, I never got to finish it because I didn't actually own the console. As my cousins, and I would like literally play at his house whenever I would come over, but I never got to actually play it, like sit down and play it myself. But that story, like this was Amy Hennig back when she was actually making games with gameplay, and
she was just making games, period.
And that story was crazy, like especially for back then. The writing, the characters, the fact that you literally play it as a villain in Legacy of Kain, and it was so good. Like, and then you got the Soul Reaver games that came out afterwards. They were like more action adventure Zelda style games, and those were really good as well. But like the original, I feel like is like with Kain, like with the actual Kain, you actually play as Kain. That is the best one in the franchise, and I've been wanting to return to that for so long, and now this just ruined those hopes that I had.
Yeah.
So I guess I really do just have to play the original and just put up with it, because it doesn't seem like we're gonna be getting any type of reboot or remake anytime soon. But from the details of what this game was going for, it was gonna be an action RPG. They were gonna focus on melee combat and parkour, which, come on, you put throw parkour in any game, for me, that's a plus every single time. So yeah, RIP. Hopefully Eidos Montreal makes it out alive. They're still working on Fable as a support studio, so I guess that's kind of keeping them afloat for now. But supposedly they currently have no projects, like no actual projects in the works right now. So they are literally just support, which is terrible, because Eidos Montreal has made so many fucking good games. From Guardians of the Galaxy to, I mean, I never liked their Deus Ex games, or at least like the newer ones, but a lot of people did like Human Revolution and Mankind Divided.
And they did Shadow of the Tomb Raider too.
Yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But yeah, I
Didn't they also do like fucking like mini ninjas and shit like that too?
Was that them?
I think so.
But they don't deserve to be the support studio, bro. They need to be out there making new games, because
facts.
I don't think I've ever played a bad Eidos Montreal game.
Me neither.
But that is the way that the industry...
They worked on Grounded as well.
Yep, they helped with Grounded 2. they've basically just been Xbox support for a while. But yeah, man, hopefully they pull through. Hopefully we get something new out of them sometime soon. But on some lighter news, or I guess some good news came for Ubisoft for once. We got some good news. And that is that the director, the original director of the Splinter Cell remake, has returned to Ubisoft to finish the game. So he actually left and went to work on Battlefield 6 in 2021. But he finished up Battlefield 6. He said, okay, I'm gonna go try to save my baby that I left. You know, he hooked up with the other woman and was like, I left my kid for 4 years. I'm gonna come back though. Try to be a good dad and finish the project. But the director's name, David Grivell, was the one who left and has now returned. But yeah, I see this as good news, especially coming off of a very successful launch of Battlefield. Hopefully he went over there to Battlefield 6 and he saw firsthand what Vincent Pella was doing over there, and he brings that shit back to Ubisoft, because that's what Ubisoft needs. Like, you know what Vincent Pella could do at Ubisoft, bro? Give Vincent Pella 5 years and Ubisoft will be the most efficient fucking, like, they'll be putting out some heat within 5 years, and they'll be efficient. They'll have direction. No 10 years to make a fucking remake of a game. Like, give Vincent Pella over there for 5. Just give him 5 years, bro. I'm telling you, he'll change Ubisoft for the better. So maybe David Grivell was over there. He was taking notes, and he was like, "Damn, I've seen what it takes. I've seen what greatness looks like, and if I can just bring 10% of that over here, this Splinter Cell remake is about to go crazy." But I'm just happy the Splinter Cell remake is still alive. It seems like it is getting there. It's close to finally being, one, ready to show, because we still have not seen a fucking lick from this game, and 2, finally release. We also got news, just to stay on Ubisoft. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is getting more, they put out more hires for that project. So it's not dead yet. You thought it was dead.
You game, bro.
Thought it was dead.
Dude, that game has been in development for like 3 console generations.
Bro, the craziest part of Beyond Good and Evil 2 is that they used to release gameplay, like new gameplay for that game, like every 2 weeks to a month. And the game looked good. They were showing off some crazy ass shit that I'm just like, bro, this game is gonna be the GTA Online killer. Like, the way that they had that shit set up, they had a whole program where you could upload your own, like, you could put your own music in the game. Like, if you're an artist, you can,
wasn't that like that Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah. They were working
like
with him with the hit record.
Shit.
And I was trying to put my music on there. I was like, hell yeah, I want to be Beyond Good and Evil 2. Let me put some music up on here. I never did upload anything though, but that shit was like just the vision of what they were trying to pull off with this game, which was just the complete opposite of what Beyond Good and Evil was.
Yeah.
But that didn't really matter to me. I guess it was more about like this open space MMO kind of GTA Online game where you can just do missions with your friends and shit. Going from like speeder to spaceship to like it was. I feel like a lot of what they were doing with Beyond Good and Evil kind of got repurposed into Star Wars Outlaws. Because Star Wars Outlaws had a lot of the things that they were doing with the speeder bike and the going straight into space and all of that. But I don't know what Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be when we finally see it, but I doubt it's going to be that giant project that they were going for at first. Which sucks because I really do want that version of the game to still exist. But Ubisoft, just get the games out. Starting with Prince of Persia, which is slated for Q1 2026. Or did they say reveal is Q1 2026? I think that's what they said.
I think that they're gonna reveal it at the Game Awards and they're gonna drop it in like Q1.
Yeah, so I swear to God, I already said this, but I swear to God, if this is not the greatest looking remake of all time, like beating Resident Evil 2, beating all, like this has to be the remake with all the fucking bullshit that we had to do to get here. But yeah, shout out to Ubisoft though. Hopefully they're on the up and up from here.
That Splinter Cell game is gonna be made in Snowdrop apparently.
Yep, no drop.
That's sick.
Which I feel like I like Snowdrop better than Anvil. I guess it depends.
Anvil's the Assassin's Creed engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go back and forth. I feel like they both have their pros and cons. Like, I feel like Snowdrop is very like if you're just looking at it on the surface, it looks very good, but it's like
not as
like I don't know. Exactly. It's not as interactive as like
where it's like, oh, you can cut the bamboo. Oh, when you're going through.
Yeah, you're trudging through the snow and it's like leaving like literal footsteps in there.
And then people can see those footsteps in like I love the reactivity and interaction of Anvil. Whereas Snowdrop is kind of just like, oh, it's every generic AAA game kind of, but it looks good.
Yeah, it kind of has that like general vibe.
I mean, when we first saw Snowdrop, which was, remember The Division, that first trailer, we're like, oh my God, he was hiding behind a car and you saw the car door shut. Like that, like the details and all that they showed in that fake trailer, and then we got the game and none
the
of
fake
that
trailer
and none of that shit was there.
Yeah.
I will never forget that 2013 Ubisoft E3 where they showed possibly the best looking like Rainbow Six Siege,
Watch Dogs,
The Division. All three of these games were looking so crazy. I was like, bro, Ubisoft, they're the Rockstar killers. This is who, like, Ubisoft is that guy from now on. Those games came out and they looked nothing like those trailers. There's that Kroby.
Even Siege now, bro. Bro,
Siege still does not look as good as that first trailer. Or, like, the animations don't even look as, like, anywhere close to what they was doing in that first trailer. Watch Dogs, I always go back to that Kroby Cat video where he did the back and forth between the trailers for all three of those games and then actually showing what the actual game looks like. And there's that scene in Watch Dogs where the car blows up, and in the trailer, the best looking explosion you will ever see in a video game. Like the sound, the like shrapnel that was flying, the flames, the smoke. It was movie perfect explosion. I was like, yo, that is I've never seen anything that looked this good. And then that same scene in the game and the car blows up and that shit said I was like, yeah, bro, I really was anti Ubisoft for like a good 2 years after I bought Watch Dogs and played that shit for 3 days and returned it. That was dog shit. That game was dog shit, bro. It wasn't dog shit. It was a solid like 7.58. But my hype was like, this is the GTA killer. And that shit was nowhere near, like not even close. So I guess I set myself up by overhyping it, but I also have to blame Ubisoft for literally lying in their advertisements.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
That was and then they kind of redeemed themselves with
Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, with Watch Dogs, and then with like Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey and all those games.
They made sure that they never did that shit again because they were like, yeah, these games are coming like months after we showing off this trailer, and this is what the game is actually gonna look like. And when the games came out, they actually look like that. I don't think we've seen them do that shit ever since because
I don't think I haven't either.
They got lambasted for that, and people still bring that shit up to this day. Like that's just that shit was disrespectful, bro. Like I'm gonna put it on right now. I have to, because that I will never forget what they did. Oh yeah, Far Cry 3 actually went through this too, but it wasn't as noticeable for me back on the 360.
Yeah, it was like the Far Cry games too. I remember that.
Hold on.
Yeah, I remember in like when they showed off Far Cry 5, they were like, "Oh yeah, no, this is actually in game, guys." Far Cry 4 too, when they had like that one demo at E3.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, I'm gonna go hit the bathroom real quick.
I'm gonna just play this video for a little bit, so it's all good. All right, so let me put this Ubisoft downgrades video from Kroby Cat on so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is like none of this shit is anywhere near the actual trailers. I feel like The Division and Watch Dogs was 100% the worst. Watch Dogs, especially, I can never forgive them. Like, look at, bro. That shit went from a Xbox Series X game to a Xbox One. The trailer was making you think like, yo, this is the most next gen shit I've ever seen in my life, and that shit wasn't even better than Grand Theft Auto 5 on the 360. Even the camera is not even like as cinematic, bro. Bro, like the leaves was like blowing in the wind and shit, the trash. Look at this. Look what they took from us. Hold on, I just gotta show y'all the explosion. Once we get to that explosion. Oh yeah, this part right here, bro, when he caused the crash. Bro, look at these crashes. Look, like, and then the actual in-game crash is just this shit. Come on, man. I think, okay, look at this explosion, bro. Oh, look at that shit, bro. Y'all got, no. Y'all ain't see that shit. Look at this Look at that shit. It rocked the screen, and then you see, like I want to punch whoever had anything to do with this shit.
Bro, link me this.
Bro, hold on.
It's hella fun. Nah, dude, that original Watch Dogs demo, dude, they made that shit look like a fucking PS6 game,
That's
bro.
what, bro. That shit was a Series X visuals before we even knew what a Series X was, and then we got the actual game, and that shit was not even GTA 5 on the 360.
Bro, GTA 6 better look like this shit.
Bro, just skip to wait, where is it at? Skip to 2.
For sure.
Just skip to 2. You're gonna see the greatest explosion that you'll ever see, and then fucking confetti.
All right, skip to 2 minutes, you said?
Yeah, 2 minutes, like on the dot.
Holy shit. That shit barely blows up.
Bro, they're disrespectful. Like, that shit is disgusting. That they thought that they could get away with that in the like. That's the craziest part. They were like, we gonna get away with this.
Yo, that shit was hella
bro. Like
funny.
the map on the Division in the trailer and in the actual map that you get in game is so disrespectful. But yeah, but y'all should watch the full video from Kroby Cat, because that shit will upset you. All right, this was supposed to be a positive Ubisoft topic. Why we talking about past Ubisoft?
Bruh, dude, this Far Cry one is hella funny, bro. These textures look like shit.
All right, let's move on. Hold on. Let me check. All right. Speaking of revivals or reboots, or I guess this is not really a revival or a reboot. This is a spiritual successor. And this is a game that is being creatively directed by Sauce Walker. And all the Houston guys, y'all should know who Sauce Walker is. I don't know how big Sauce Walker is outside of Houston. You know Sauce Walker?
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know about the Sauce Twins? Ooh-wee! No? Oh, okay. Well, anyways, the Sauce Twins, but especially Sauce Walker, are Houston. They're really big in Houston. Not Travis Scott big, obviously, because everyone knows who Travis Scott is.
Oh, yeah.
They are pretty big in Houston. Probably outside of Houston too, but for the most part, they are Houston rappers. Or Sauce Walker is a Houston rapper. But Sauce Walker has announced that he's working with Republic Records and a studio called Nothing Projects Interactive to make a game called Only Hands, inspired by Def Jam Fight for New York and Def Jam Vendetta.
Okay.
Now, luckily, he did not say Def Jam Icon, so I know that he knows this series, because he did not mention Def Jam Icon once. He said Def Jam Vendetta and Def Jam Fight for New York, and we all know Def Jam Icon was a piece of shit. So, but this is a open world fighting game featuring the industry's top artists and most influentially cultured figures in the rap game. Now, on paper, I'm just like, oh, bro, Def Jam is back. We finally getting a new Def Jam style game with real rappers, but the deeper you get into everything, the sadder you get. So, first off, let's look at this trailer. Let me actually see if I can find it on YouTube so I can just put it on. I don't see it on YouTube, so I'll just have to play it on Twitter. Oh fuck. All right. So yeah, they show off a bunch of the rappers that are already supposed to be confirmed for the game. Boosie, Kodak Black, Sauce Walker himself. But the trailer, you can tell that this is not actual gameplay right off the rip.
They pulling Ubisofts out here.
Supposedly AI. I can't confirm myself, but a lot of people were saying that this is AI.
Of course.
But the trailer does not spark any kind of confidence, for me at least. It just kind of, yeah, it's there. It's doing something. Then we gotta get into the actual platforms that this will be released on. This is gonna be a mobile game first that will also release on PC. So that's flag number 2. But then you go into, okay, who is developing the game though? Like you would want someone like a big kind of fighting game company, or at least an indie studio that has worked on fighting games, you know. So like, who did they contract to get this game off the ground? Nothing Projects Interactive. Have you heard of Nothing Project Interactives? Do you know any games that Nothing Projects Interactive have put out? No. You know why? Because they have not put out a fucking game. They have not put out a single game in their fucking lives. But you know, it could be like a Sandfall Interactive situation where it's like developers who have worked on other games. Like we didn't know who Sandfall Interactive was, you know? We didn't know who Ad Hoc Studio. Like that's, you know, it could be a new name, but like talent that has been in the industry for years.
Yeah, or it could be like Build the Rocket Boy.
Exactly. That's Rockstar developers, bro. Like, even though they ain't have no Rockstar quality when that game came out. No. But so I'm over here like, okay, because I did an article on it, so I had to do some research. Like, who is the director? Who's the founder? Who is the motherfucker who's gonna be putting this game out?
Yeah.
The director of the studio is not a game developer.
That's not good.
He is not a game developer at all. Has not worked in the industry at all. He's a tech bro.
Oh no.
So Zane Comer, whichever one. He is the founder of Nothing Projects. He signed with Republic Records last year to create this game. And the studio has been alive since 2022.
Okay.
So that's ample time if they've been working on this game for years. It's supposed to be coming out Q1 2026.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Which is supposed to be coming out Q1 2026 and they didn't show actual gameplay. So that's another flag. So looking at Nothing Projects LinkedIn, there isn't much to look at here. Even their website literally is a nothing burger. It's literally a little graphic and a contact us page, and that is it. So it's like, okay, let's look at the people. We have Noah Butcher. He's a gameplay programmer at Emu Studio and combat designer at Nothing Projects Interactive. So they have some people who's worked in gaming. I don't know who Emu Studios is though, not gonna lie. But he's like fresh out of college.
Mm.
And that's like the only, everyone else is just LinkedIn member. You can't even go to their pages. So when it comes to inspiring confidence for this project, they have done the opposite in every aspect. But there was an interview that Zane Comer did that kind of went more into like what they plan on, like what they're trying to do with this game. And is this the article that I read? Yeah. So he says, Nothing Project Interactive describes the game as creating an interactive environment where music and gaming feed each other, with content that adapts to pop culture developments faster than traditional gaming platforms. Zane Comer, CEO of Nothing Project Interactive, said, gaming and music were never truly separate. They just hadn't found their native form. What we're building isn't a crossover, it's a new medium. It's not designed for distribution, it's built to grow, shapeshift, and drive culture.
Okay.
So they're calling it a music-first approach operating on 4 key strategies. Combat-driven streaming, where winning a match plays real artist tracks, generating both streams and revenue on and off platform. Playable artist avatars that function as dynamic characters built on artist catalogs. Instant content injection, allowing artists to add tracks, cosmetics, or signature moves directly into gameplay, and live fan economy that combines streams, drops, and in-game purchases. Only Hands' approach to gaming makes music central to gameplay instead of it just being a background component of the game. In March, Universal Music Group announced a collaboration with game development platform Heat. Oh, that's a totally different thing. But so basically, this is a Trojan horse to get more streams and get like artists. But like here, the roster that they said that they're trying to get into this game includes Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Conan Gray, Cynthia Erivo, Florence and the Machine, John Legend, Jonas Brothers, Kid Cudi, Kim Petras, Lorde, Miranda Lambert, Nicki Minaj, Pearl Jam, Shania Twain, Stevie Wonder. And motherfucker, you are not getting Taylor Swift anywhere near this game. Stevie Wonder will not be anywhere near this game. What are y'all talking about? Like, because you partner with Republic Records, you can get all of those motherfuckers, Kodak Black and Sauce Walker and all of them. Yeah, they're gonna be. There is no. You do not have the money to get Taylor Swift to get beat up in a video game. Like, I guess Ariana Grande, she's already been in Fortnite. She's been shot at 100 million times already. I guess she would be okay with getting beat up also. But like, I don't. They're overly ambitious if they think they're gonna get fucking Taylor Swift and Stevie Wonder into this game. But how are you feeling? Have you played Def Jam? You played Def Jam Fight for New York?
Nah, I never played it. I know, bro.
Yo.
I know. What's it called? I have no faith in this project. After all the red flags that you told me. I hope for the best, because you said this is the mobile first game, right?
Yes,
this is like mobile and
first.
PC. Yeah, nah, I have no hope for this game, bro. Honestly.
I mean, they did a good job at least saying, "Hey, we're gonna put it on PC also." But is that enough though?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, when I saw the first tweet about this game, I got so excited. Then I saw the trailer and I got less excited. Then I did the research and my excitement is literally negative for this game. I have zero hopes for this game whatsoever. I feel like this is just gonna be some Trojan horse to get people like to buy artist cosmetics and streams and shit, and we gonna get some fucking Infinity Blade combat in the game or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Infinity Blade was cool back in fucking 2009.
Exactly. But them keep trying to compare it to Def Jam. Disrespectful, because Def Jam is peak. Like, Fight for New York, to this day, everything still holds up except maybe the graphics. But like the story mode holds up. The gameplay is still unmatched by any.
Is that a PS2 game?
Yeah, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. And that fucking combat is still undefeated.
I need to see gameplay of this shit, dude.
Yeah, actually, I should put some on right now because.
Oh, so it was a fighting game.
Yeah, it's a wrestling game, but with rappers, and they had such a the cast of rappers that they had in this game were just A1.
Been all over this.
It had Snoop Dogg as the villain of the story, Busta Rhymes, DMX, Method Man, Redman, Nori, Ludacris, Exhibit, Ice-T, like, bro, Sticky Fingers, Ghostface Killer. Like, you could not, like, this game shouldn't exist. But
this
it
is
did.
Actually fire, man.
And not only did they get all of these rappers, and they even had like Carmen Electra as one. Like, you had the story mode. I would play that shit like at least once a year when I still had it on PS2. Like, when I still had my PS2 and everything, because that story mode was just so good. You don't know. Like, the game should not be as good as it is. The story shouldn't be as good as it is. The combat shouldn't be as good as it is. Everything about this game is a 10 out of 10. The story was crazy. You had like 4 different love interests. You could choose between Carmen Electra, Lil Kim, Shauna, or what is her name? I can't even remember. But like, the specials in this, like the special moves in this game were some of the hardest animations that you would ever see. Like, they were so creative and just so brutal. There was like, oh man, I want to know who is the combat director. That's who we need to find. Where is he at? Like the one-liners when like all the rappers had such good one-liners whenever they would like enter the match or whenever they would win. Bro, Ice-T, I would never forget Ice-T's, because that shit was just so disrespectful. And he was one of the bosses in the game that was actually hard, and you'd have to, like, if it was your first time playing, he would whoop your ass. And he would like, every time you would lose, you would just hear, "You're nothing but a punk, your daddy's a punk, and your mama's a bitch." I'm like, bro, why did that have to be all that? Like, it didn't even have we didn't have to do all that, bro. But every character had their own fighting style. Every character had their own special moves. But then your created character, they were so ahead of the times with this, because basically you would start off with a fighting style: kickboxing, martial arts, street fighting, which would be like just punches, boxing, and wrestling. I think those were the 5. And as you progress through the story, they will be like, oh, you can learn a new fighting style that mixes with your current one. And depending on which one you chose, you would get a whole new move set. And then it's like, oh, guess what? You can get a third one now. And by the end of the game, you have this like crazy. So like, I think I did martial arts, which like martial arts kind of sucked by itself. But I think I did like martial arts, street fighting, and like kickboxing or something. And then I had a drunken fist style at the end, and that shit was crazy. Like, there were so many different combinations, and every single combination of these 5 different ones, and it would actually change if you like chose kickboxing first, or if you chose martial arts first. Like, you would have the same 3, but depending on the order, it would change your fighting style. That shit, like, bro, EA, this was when EA was actually a god in the fucking gaming industry, bro. Now I gotta replay this game. Like, that news just made me just want to go back and replay this fucking game, because it was so ahead of its time. But yeah, Only Hands. First off, that name. Why? That's
Only Hands.
Only Hands.
Yeah. They're promising a lot too. They're promising like a fucking open world game and shit.
That's what I want. Like, where are y'all open world? What are y'all doing in this open world? That's what I want to know. And then supposedly, like the developer, like the team is like 10 people. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's some Gen AI shit that they're using,
bro,
for sure.
This is gonna be the most AI, like, this is gonna be the first game that we see a shit ton of AI thrown in. But yeah, bro, they had like Omar Epps in this game. Why was Omar Epps in the game? He wasn't even a part of the story. They were just like, yeah, throw Omar Epps in here. He ain't even a rapper. We just want Omar Epps to be in the game. Like, he had no big role in the story or nothing. But like, yeah, man, this game was fucking crazy. They had not Ben Baller. Who was the jewelry? One of the jewelry guys, he was in this game, like the big rapper jewelry guys from back in the day. Not Ben Baller. He's like more up to date, but like, I forgot his name. But he would like sell you the jewelry, but you could also play as him as a fighter. Shit didn't make no sense. Like, this game was ahead of its time, bro. Hey, I don't look. You gotta play this game. I'm sorry. I don't care how you get the game. I don't care how you procure it. I won't say nothing. You gotta play this game. the story mode was so good. It don't make no sense, bro. It has everything: betrayals, deaths. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, man. Stas Walker, if you fuck up this game and then try to invoke Def Jam's name, like we gonna have to fight. I'm gonna have to come back to Houston and we gonna have to squab for that shit. That's disrespectful on so many levels. But that's all I gotta say on that. What else we got as far as topics? We have 2 more topics left. All right, let's talk about Call of Duty on the Switch 2, of course, not the Switch 1. Because it seems that development is ramping up for the inevitable promised Switch 2 port of Call of Duty. And Sledgehammer seems to be the ones hiring for developers with Nintendo Switch experience.
Nice.
So Sledgehammer's game is slated for 2027, but we also know Sledgehammer kind of supports in the background as well. So a lot of people are saying, oh, we're not going to see it until 2027 on the Switch 2, but I actually think they're just they're the ones that are going to be handling the port of the next Call of Duty from Infinity Ward, or is it Treyarch? I actually don't know who's next.
I think Infinity Ward's next.
Yeah, so I feel like they're going to be just alongside Infinity Ward porting their next game in 2026 to the Switch 2. Because I don't think Xbox goes another year without Call of Duty on the Switch 2. And it's also, we don't know if they could be porting a game like Black Ops 7 that's already out. It's just going to be a little late. But either way, I don't think we leave 2026 without seeing some form of Call of Duty on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
But Phil finally fulfilling the promise that he kind of put on himself. I mean, I guess he didn't have a choice, but that 10-year deal.
The 10-year, yeah.
Yeah, 10 years of Call of Duty will be starting next year, probably. But yeah. Will I try Call of Duty on the Switch too? Probably. I'll get the first one. Just to see how it is. But yeah. I've seen how the Xbox One version runs, and it just got to be slightly better than that, and it's gonna be fine. Or
Not
I guess
the
it'll be
Xbox One version.
the PS4 version was pretty smooth, so I guess as long as it's better than the PS4 version, then
yeah,
it'll be fine.
not the Xbox One version, bro.
The PS4 version.
Not the Xbox One with that DDR3 ass RAM, bro.
But yeah, I guess I don't really have too much to say on this because it's kind of we knew it had to happen eventually, but it's good to see some movement on that end. But yeah, did you have anything you wanted to say on it?
Other than yeah, I think it's gonna probably perform like how it's probably gonna be a little bit better than how it runs on the PS4 is how I'd say it. Yeah. Damn, I didn't know the Switch 2 has LPDDR5X RAM.
Yeah.
I thought it had GDDR.
No,
6
it's
RAM.
laptop shit.
Yeah, it has a laptop RAM. So that laptop RAM actually is a little bit slower than GDDR RAM. What's it called? But that's still good though. So I think so the PS4 has GDDR5 RAM, but I think it only has.
You said the PS4 or the PS5?
No, the PS4. The PS5 has GDDR6. I know that. PS4 RAM. Okay, yeah. So the PS4 has 8 gigabytes of GDDR5, and the Xbox One has
DDR3.
yeah, 8 gigabytes of GDDR or
Not
8
even
gigabytes
G.
of
There was no. It was just straight
DDR3.
DDR3.
Oh my god!
I remember seeing that shit, and I
know.
was like, "Yo, how did y'all let this happen?"
Dude, no wonder why the PlayStation 4 has been supported for so long, bro. This fucking has GDDR5 RAM. That's good.
Yeah, really good.
See, like Sony always makes like they make concessions and then they make like improvements, you know, like with the PS5, like the concession was like, you know, the RDNA, you know, the RDNA 1.5 in quotes, but they put the faster SSD in there, you know, like they did one thing and then they improved the other. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna run like the PS4 version for sure. Maybe like the PS4 Pro version.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be between the PS4 Pro and Series S, just like the Switch 2
Yeah, exactly.
is basically between the PS4 Pro and Series S. So
yeah,
I mean, if
and with DLSS as well.
Yeah,
Ooh.
if they actually do what they should do, because there's always the chance of a lazy port. But I feel like Xbox doesn't want to do that when it comes to porting to the Switch, because like Tony Hawk was actually pretty A1. Like it was really close to the Series S version as far as the visuals and performance, and that's Activision technically. So we'll see how it runs and everything, but I expect it to be 60 FPS, because even the Xbox One version is 60 FPS.
Oh yeah, no, that shit better be 60 FPS. Yeah. Now they better not put that Call of Duty on there if it's 30, bro. Honestly.
Yeah. Now, will this open a door for other shooters such as Arc Raiders or Battlefield 6 possibly getting put on the Switch 2 as well?
Arc Raiders would be crazy.
We need Arc Raiders Switch 2 edition, but you have the game chat cameras, so you can see people's face when they begging, like, please, no, don't kill me, please. Like, all right, bro, I got you.
Yeah,
like,
on their face, dude.
Dude.
That'd be crazy. Imagine if you can like do like face scans on your player. That'd be crazy. What's it called? I honestly think Battlefield 6 could run on the Switch too, because that game can run on like GPUs that are like 10 years old.
Yeah.
So
it's very optimized. Like it could have been on PS4 and Xbox One. I'm pretty sure they were thinking about putting it on PS4 and Xbox One, but then they were like, the benefits don't outweigh the negatives.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the fact that Ubisoft got out Assassin's Creed Shadows Switch 2 port within the year that the game launched is crazy, you know? It shows that it could be done.
Have you seen the comparisons for it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the analistas.
Yeah. There's definitely some drawbacks for sure, but it still looks like,
no doubt,
in a vacuum, it looks really good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's it's the game, you know.
Exactly.
like yeah, the reflections are a little worse. The fucking foliage is a little worse. It's like they obviously made cutbacks, but it's like the fact that the game is just there. It's just like, you know, kind of crazy. Because that game's not even on PS4, right?
Nah.
Or Xbox One. Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
But yeah. So, will we see a Call of Duty before the next Call of Duty show up on the Switch 2, or are they just gonna wait for that day and date in October/November?
Imagine they put all the back catalog Call of Duties on Switch.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare Collection. from Modern
Ooh.
Warfare, or from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2019, because nobody wants the new Modern Warfare 2 or new Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. That would be nuts, man. They would make so much. They would
Bro,
make so much
just
money.
sell the Black Ops collection, the Modern Warfare
They would
collection,
make
and
so much
the
money.
others collection, like Ghosts and Infinite Warfare, and all. Just sell all three of those at $60 each,
Oh.
and that shit'll still sell, because those old Call of Duties still have clout.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a good catch up present for the Nintendo people who, if you've really been a straight Nintendo fan and you have never stepped outside of the Nintendo environment, you played some Call of Duty on the Wii, you played Black Ops 2 and Ghosts on the Wii U, and that was it. That was the last one. And Ghost was like the worst Call of Duty. So you just had a nasty stench in your mouth also.
Oh yeah, dude. Ghost campaign was fun. I remember that, but
Bro, I just
that.
like that open mission in space with the zero gravity, and then
Yeah.
all right. Let's move on to our final topic of the day. And that is that there was some new information that leaked about an upcoming Switch 2 exclusive that isn't developed by Nintendo, which obviously means that it pissed off everybody.
Oh.
And that is the Duskbloods.
Of course.
FromSoft fans are not happy about this.
They tired of buying hardware for one game.
I mean, they didn't buy enough hardware for fucking Bloodborne, obviously, or Demon Souls. So
I feel like Demon Souls sold better than Bloodborne.
I don't think it did.
I think it did, dude.
I don't think so. At least not
game
yet.
is like a,
maybe
dude,
in the same time frame.
bro.
In the same time frame
Bro.
for sure. But I don't think it has sold. It hasn't outsold Bloodborne yet.
Bro, I've seen Bloodborne for like $20 like a year after that came out, dude. I didn't see Demon Souls on sale for like 2 years. That game was like $69.99 for like 2 years, bro.
I picked up Demon Souls for $29.99 the next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that was last year though.
No, the next year, like after
really?
launch, yeah.
Bruh, no way. I haven't
And I
seen
didn't
it
even
that
play
low.
it. That was a sad part.
Bruh, I remember the lowest I seen it, like that first sale I remember I seen was like a $49.99 sale, like how they did with Death Stranding. Demon Souls. Yeah, but that's when I picked it up, when it was like fucking $49, and I remember I was like, bruh, it was like 2023 at that point.
Yeah, I picked it up for 30, and then I literally sold it for 40 because I literally did not play it. I didn't play it once. I ain't even gonna lie. I never opened it. That shit was still.
You would have probably liked it.
Would I have though? Because I don't even like Dark Souls. I just like Elden Ring, and that's it.
That is true. And yeah, Demon Souls is
jankier than Dark Souls. Like,
so yeah. Maybe you would have liked, I don't know. The combat was really good in Demon Souls. I remember I really liked how punchy it felt.
But yeah. Let me see.
I'm trying to look at Demon Souls first sale, man.
First off, let me translate this shit to English. So this is gonna be translated, so it might not be the most accurate or well structured article, but this is by Juan A. Fonseca over at Nintenduo.com. Although one of its most popular games has been delayed on Switch 2, which is Elden Ring, From Software is still hard at work on the release of the Duskbloods, the new Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive From game. Will arrive in 2026, and according to recent rumors, it's one of the most ambitious that the company has worked on. An Asian journalist known for having leaked numerous details of Elden Ring long before its release has thrown some details about the development process of the Duskbloods, starting with the moment the project was greenlit, 2019. Before the marketing campaign for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice even began. As he explains, the studio's new project is the one that has spent the longest period of time in the gameplay prototype phase and in validation of all of its games. In fact, he explains that although it is a PvPvE game, multiplayer with combat between players and against machine-controlled enemies, it contains many innovative elements that the team is very proud of. So much so that it expected that the Duskbloods will be able to inspire other developers as Sekiro did, thanks to all these new features that have been polished for so long. With such a period of time, it is not surprising that it began as a game designed for the first Switch, although we will have to see how and to what extent it takes advantage of the possibilities of Switch 2. We will see in 2026. Nintendo may have the most innovative and ambitious From Software game.
Yeah.
How we feeling about it? It just fits perfectly on Nintendo, you know?
Yeah, it kind of does.
You know, the safe bets, put that on PlayStation. But you want to experiment, try some new shit, and Nintendo got you on that.
Yeah, no,
But yeah.
I agree. That's cool.
So when I first saw the trailer, like most people, we saw the trailer, we was just like Bloodborne 2. And
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
and there was nothing that kind of made you think that it was a multiplayer game besides like co-op, because but all of those Souls games have some kind of form of co-op. But it wasn't until like after we got the press release and everything, it was like, oh, it's a PvPvE game, and then I was like, what does that even look like for From Software? And then we also had like the Elden Ring Night Rain thing happening, like, so it seems they were experimenting on co-op. But with this one, I like seeing the trailer and seeing that it's this PvPvE game. I can't put the pieces together as to what I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah, like what's the loop here?
Yeah. But that also has me super curious about the game. Like, it has me just like, man, I really want to see what this game is, because it isn't just another Souls-like, and that's what has me so hyped about it.
Yeah.
While everyone else was kind of upset that it was not another Souls-like, or like not another Dark Souls or Bloodborne just for the Switch too, like, because you know, you see multiplayer in a game and then you just die inside for whatever reason.
Yeah. Well, people do. I don't, but
Yeah.
I know a lot of people
us.
do.
We multiplayer boys around here.
Bro, we play whatever, bro. Honestly.
I love me some single player games, but I like, most of my favorite memories are from multiplayer games.
Yeah, no, exactly. A lot of. Yeah, I agree.
But
This is cool though. This is sick. I'm surprised that this was a Switch 1 game.
I'm surprised.
Honestly.
Yeah, when I found out that they were developing it since 2019, that actually threw me off, because I was like, this has to be post Elden Ring, but no. This was in development I mean, maybe not before Elden Ring was in development, but it was in development before we even knew what an Elden Ring was.
Yeah.
And another thing is that it's been in the gameplay phase for the longest of any From Software game. Now that's something that has me excited. Now that could also be like, oh, the gameplay loop was just so ass and we couldn't figure it out for so long, but nah, I feel like From Software was cooking up some crazy shit in that gameplay phase. But like, even just like seeing some of the things that we're seeing, like this dude flying on a jetpack in the trailer. It's like, okay, we gonna have jetpacks. We jumping around on some guns to duel shit with guns, shooting like we got like you're just jumping off of buildings like prototype. There was a lot going on in this trailer. I really never like tried to break down what was actually like break down this trailer at all. I kind of just saw it.
Like flying at one point.
Yeah, like motherfucker was flying in a jetpack just through the whole world. It didn't seem like there was any kind of barriers. This motherfucker was airwalking like he was Sanji from One Piece, and then started shooting double pistols like Dante.
Yeah, and then the moon. This gold dude.
There was fucking dinosaurs. Like there was a lot going on in this fucking trailer, but I'm hyped. Like this article actually got me pretty hyped. Like I was like tentative, like, you know, I don't really like From Software games that much, but yeah. I'll definitely like Elden Ring has put me in I'll definitely give them the benefit of the doubt because I loved Elden Ring so much. I just haven't liked any other From Software game outside of Ninja Blade on a 360 and Otaku. But yeah, hopefully this one is just hopefully is up there with the rest of From Software's games. Hopefully this is the next Bloodborne, the next Elden Ring.
I have a feeling this is gonna be more like a cult classic.
I like how
I feel like the reviewers aren't gonna get it, bro.
Oh, you mean like they didn't get Kirby Air Riders and they...
Yeah, and they didn't get Dragon's Drive and all that shit.
So I like how the first thing that pops up after the trailer in the YouTube suggestions is a fucking clickbait article or clickbait video. Is From Software's next game doomed to fail? Come on, man.
Yeah, the next one after mine is Digital Foundry's Assassin's Creed Shadow video.
Oh.
For Switch 2.
But yeah, man.
Maybe I should watch it.
I also wonder how much input Nintendo has in this game. Or is this just From Software just developing on their own, and then Nintendo's like, yeah, we'll take whatever y'all throw at us.
Yeah, we just want a game from you guys.
Yeah, or is it more like a Bayonetta where like it is Nintendo and Platinum working together, or Nintendo and From Software? Like Nintendo threw some of their guys over there to just be like, you know, that's cool what you did here, but what if you actually made this mechanic fun? And then they're like, fun? What is that? I'm like, let me show you From Software. Like, so this is how you co-op without making it as cumbersome as possible.
Let me show you fun.
But yeah, I want to know how much Nintendo has involvement on this project also. But yeah, we'll see.
It seems like they're just letting FromSoft do whatever. They're like,
it doesn't. Like, it has no Nintendo logos
and give us whatever.
Yeah, there's no Nintendo like logos in the trailers or anything. It's just straight From Software. So,
but didn't they say this is gonna always be exclusive?
I don't think they said that.
I think they said that, dude.
Or I haven't seen that they said that at least. But there was a lot of people saying like, yeah, this has to come to PC or it's just gonna fail. It has to come to PlayStation or it's gonna fail.
Nintendo owns the rights to this?
Oh, if Nintendo owns the IP, yeah, y'all ain't getting that shit.
Hold on, let me look this. I don't think this IGN article is gonna have this. It seems like they do, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, so it says, well, maybe I shouldn't be listening to AI, but
Yeah, I'm looking at the Reddit thread. The Duskblood IP is owned by From Software.
Yeah.
So this is a niche gamer article.
yeah, Nintendo's publishing it everywhere except for Japan, but From Software owns the
Okay.
IP.
That's good. That's good.
So there's a
So,
chance that it could come, because
publisher.
that's sort of like Daemon X Machina was owned by Marvelous but published by Nintendo, and that was exclusive, but then it eventually came to PC. So
Mhm.
even if it's published by Nintendo, there's a chance that it can still move somewhere else, kind of like Octopath Traveler.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes, if it stays exclusive or not. It is a multiplayer game, so I could see it definitely go into other platforms to build or to get a bigger player base going. But yeah.
I think the bigger question is, will it actually come out next year, or will it get delayed?
I mean, From Software outside of Elden Ring, actually they didn't even delay Elden Ring. They just
never
announced
dated
it and then said nothing about it, and then said here it is. So I don't
Yeah.
think they've really had a bunch of delays like you would expect from Rockstar or anything like that. They
Okay.
usually announce a date. Like when they announce a date, they're usually on point. So I trust them. I think they got that shit. I don't think we would have seen it if they weren't confident that it was going to come out next year. But yeah,
Okay.
that's all I gotta say. I can say I'm excited about a From Software game that isn't Elden Ring 2. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we get a deep dive. Now, where do you think it's gonna land next year? Do you think it's gonna be Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4?
Imagine that it's fucking November 20th. Fucking rock GTA 6 date.
Oh, bro, you if the Duskbloods is on Elden Ring level, and they say, you know what, we gonna knock GTA on their ass with this one.
Bro, the PC gaming crowd that day would be over, bro. They'd be like, I have to buy a PS5 for GTA, and I have to buy a Switch 2 for Duskbloods.
They gonna be hurt.
I know, they're gonna be hurting. I honestly think it's gonna be like winter or fall, I guess.
Yeah,
I will say that.
I'm feeling a September, October kind of vibe.
That's fall too, right? Or is
Yeah.
that summer?
Fall starts September, like late September.
Okay, for sure. Got it, for sure. Yeah, fall. Yeah, that sounds good, bro. Nintendo's cadence is about to be crazy, dude. I already know it's literally just gonna keep on going, like one game a month. So whatever they got cooking up, I'm excited, bro.
I think the Duskbloods might be the biggest game Nintendo got next year, and it's like I feel like the Duskbloods might actually be bigger than anything that they drop. Maybe
This year.
like depending on Fire Emblem, there's a chance that one could be as big.
Oh
But
yeah, Fire Emblem's next year too, right?
yeah, if Duskbloods is as ambitious as they're saying that it is, that might be the biggest drop for Nintendo next year. Although we still don't know. We only know like the first half of the year, and not even like the full half, like mostly the first quarter of the year.
Yeah.
And of course, we're gonna get more new games in February with the February Direct or January Direct, depending on how that happens. So yeah, we're almost there, bro. 2026.
I know, dude. We're already in December.
Just crazy. But anything else you wanted to add before we wrap it up?
Other than hopefully it's gonna be 30 FPS. I already know it, but
Oh yeah.
hopefully it's actually gonna be a stable and locked 30 FPS.
Well, I feel like there's a chance that it's 60 just because it started on the Switch.
I have zero faith that game's gonna be 60 FPS.
From Software, I also understand not having faith in their technical prowess. But
and if that shit runs at like 25 frames and there's like online connectivity issues, it's over, bro. It's over.
Yeah, it's gonna be Elden Ring launch all over again.
It's gonna be literally over. People are gonna be like, yeah, FromSoft is cooked. This is over.
Bro,
Switch 2 sucks.
that literally is the Elden Ring launch, and that shit did not cook them.
Nah. No, I'm just kidding.
People,
I'm excited for it just because it looks like you can like fucking pull up with dudes with a blicky, like jump off of the thing and like,
bro, I like the
Max Payne
verticality
style,
that I was seeing.
Low key. Yeah,
like
for sure.
You have flying, you have people jumping off of towers. Motherfucker was airwalking and shooting guns at the same time. Like, yeah, bro, I want all of that in a From Software game for sure.
Facts. Yeah, when the next Elden Ring or Dark Souls game, that shit better have gliding, bro. Like you should be able to jump off the top and like glide down and shit. Just take all the inspirations from Breath of the Wild and shit like that.
Sir. But with that, let's go ahead and get out of here. That is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate the support. Make sure you guys hit that like because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed, you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield premieres. Subeg, appreciate you for pulling up. Where can we find you and what you got going on?
Yeah, so I'm still testing out this PC and stuff, so I gotta re-download OBS. I haven't even downloaded that yet. I need to download OBS. I gotta download that fucking editing software, DaVinci, I think it's called. I gotta download that. Gotta still learn it. Gotta connect to my Twitch apps. I gotta do it all, dude. I'm gonna be lazy. I already know. So it might take me a little bit, but I'm gonna do all that, and then I'm gonna go back to streaming. I gotta learn how to do the dual streaming because I feel like streaming on YouTube is better than streaming on Twitch. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
if
YouTube
you have
play.
Stream Elements, it's pretty easy.
Stream Elements.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up. Okay, but yeah, so y'all can see me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Subegles. YouTube, when I make some clips, then I post them there. Post them on TikTok too. I think on YouTube and TikTok it's Subegles. If not, then it's Avatar Subeg on TikTok maybe. That's also my my PlayStation. I think that's my Steam. Y'all can add me there. Yeah, check me out on all that. Add me, I'll be your friend
for sure. As for myself, Otaku, you can find me on Twitter at PastaFeet F3ET. You can find me on twitch.tv/OtakuTheDon.
Yeah,
and you can find me right here on YouTube, where not only are we doing Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast every Thursday, Project Untitled Gaming Podcast live every Saturday.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, other than that though, lordsofgaming.net, check out my top 25 Nintendo essentials and tell me how I left off your favorite game. And if you say, where's Twilight Princess, we can fight in the streets at any time, because that's not even a top 25 Zelda game, and I don't even think there's 25 Zelda games out there. So yeah, y'all can fight me on that one. Other than that, I got a few reviews coming out. This big one is gonna be Kirby Air Riders though, so I'm looking forward to writing that. I really want to just get that final ending first, but I also don't want to delay the review anymore. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that Metroid Prime, bro.
Oh yeah, and Metroid Prime come out tonight in 5 hours.
Tonight, yeah.
And I already got it pre-downloaded.
Let's
I
go.
can't wait to play this barely 8 out of 10 because of talking people and such.
I know, dude. So we didn't even talk about the reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read Eurogamer's review that they gave a 6 out of 10? Bro.
I seen only Digital Foundries just because I was curious about the graphics thing, and he was actually really high on the game. He was like, "This game is fucking sick." Like,
Game Informer gave it a really high praise. They said, I think it was them who said it was literally the best since the original.
yeah.
And then, but like, oh no, that was a Giant Bomb who said that. Giant Bomb said that it was the best since the original. But Eurogamer had the most fucking embarrassing review that I've ever read in a long time. I shouldn't say ever read, because I feel like every time I see some bullshit ass reviews like this. But
Eurogamer's been having a really bad streak. Like, they had the Arc Raiders thing,
bro,
then they gave Black Ops 7 a pretty good review, and then they gave they didn't even mention the AI shit in Black Ops 7, but they were so hard on the AI and Arc Raiders. And then they even brought up all like the political nonsense for like the creators of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah, in their review.
I feel like they're going for shock value now instead of
like their reviews are trash, bro. Their reviews are garbage.
And if it wasn't for Digital Foundry actually being a part of that, they would be nothing.
No, Digital Foundry's not even a part of that anymore.
Oh, dude. Yeah, they did go independent. Yeah, fuck even more reason to fuck Eurogamer.
Eurogamer. No, but the funny thing is, like they bring up good points. Like, if you read like some of their reviews, like they bring up good points, but it's like, should you be really docking like 2 whole fucking stars for that one con? You know, like I don't know though. That's why I don't like the star rating, because that's 1 out of 5. I kind of like the 10-point rating or the 20-point rating. I guess.
Well, they do half a star, so it's technically still 10 points at the.
Oh yeah, that's a 10-point rating. Yeah, for sure.
But like the thing about the Metro Prime review is this: like, they literally did the same thing that they did with the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Like, it's better than Donkey Kong Country Returns in every way, but it's just not enough. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
But like Donkey Kong Country Returns was like a 9. So like the shit don't make no damn sense.
No, it don't.
It's like, yeah, it's better than the other Metro Prime games gameplay wise, but it's just not. It didn't do enough. 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
And like, it literally goes into details of like, oh man, this was so good, and this feels so good, and the powers were so good, and the gunplay was so good, but it just felt like Metro Prime. So 6 out of 10. So yeah. But I'm not gonna be doing the review for Metro Prime. That's gonna be RK. So look forward to RK's review on Metro Prime 4.
Hell yeah.
I still need to get my Pokemon Legends review out. I need to finish that game. I've been putting it off. But with that, any final words for the people to get them through whatever the fuck? And you know?
Yeah. Join the Discord for sure, because we be having some good convos in there, putting you guys onto the deals. That's usually where I drop all the shit. Like, if I find some cool shit. Bro, there was actually deals on Switch 2 right now. Like,
bro,
$50
that shit was
off.
$3.99 with Mario Kart.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
was
what?
crazy.
I was like, what? But yeah, like hunt those deals, you know. You can get some. I literally bought like 4 or 5 games for the price of like 1.5 full price games, you know. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just, you know, patience is crazy. But definitely not gonna be patient on these Nintendo games, because I don't know if they're ever gonna go on sale. But I'm gonna for sure cop that Metroid Prime. So excited for that, man. I'm excited to play it, dude. It looks so fun. But yeah, man, enjoy it. Enjoy playing some shit, dude. We spend our hard-earned money on these games and these systems and stuff. We should enjoy them as much as we can, you know. Everyone's always
Unless
looking
it's fucking
to.
Watch Dogs.
Oh yeah, unless it's. Yeah, that's funny. Shout out to Ubisoft.
All right. Sorry, I'm literally working because I was.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good.
All right.
I'm about to see if I can cop this Metroid Prime today at Costco because it's saying low stock there. So I'm wondering if they just have low stock of the game or if people are actually buying it.
People do not buy Metroid first off, so that's not.
No, I'm being serious. It says low stock.
That just means Nintendo had little faith that it was gonna sell. They put 10 copies.
No, hold on. I'm actually looking at some of these stores. Okay, so Stockton has low stock. Lodi has in stock. Manteca has in stock. Tracy has in stock. Modesto has low stock. Okay, so some places has low stock. Some places has in stock.
But yeah. With that, make sure you guys play Metroid Prime 4 and buy Metroid Prime 4 so that Metroid can break that 3 million mark that it's been trying to break since the original game.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
But also with that, let's get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your week, your weekend, your month, year, life, all that. Happy holidays. If one of these holidays pass, I don't know the dates for the other ones. I'm sorry. I'm uncultured. Happy Kwanzaa. My Kwanzanians. I don't know what I don't even know if that was racist or not. I feel like I offended some people. Anyways, bye-bye.
Peace.